In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Louisville Cardinals offense takes the field. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll run it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put them in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive, put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down.
Returner goes out of bounds.
So SMU's offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. And I think we're going to see plenty of big plays, especially when you have a couple of guys who can spin the beam like these dudes, Jesse.
These are 2 guys that can reach every corner of the field. Every throw is at their disposal. We're expecting these offenses to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and it's just got to be so fun to play skill positions for these quarterbacks. Like, you're always open. He's going to throw it a lot. They're going to give him a leash to be able to do that. Just a fun day of fireworks.
Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes through. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Using the quick game. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
For the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Touchdown, SMU.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all.
Louisville, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll run it again. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line are going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And he missed it. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Handoff from the shotgun. Good, solid tackle.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. The Mustangs are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down. Defense gets the ball back for its O. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. A first down for the offense. Going with the counter play here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Catch in the middle, it's Bailey. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught near the sticks, it's Lacey. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, SMU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Shuck. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Brooks. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Back to pass, it's Shuck. They're bringing heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
21, Louisville, 9.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Line getting set on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Got his man quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The sure hands, it's Bell.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physical.
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Mustangs!
SMU.
What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lacy.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And the Cardinals looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Shuck. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Louisville!
Number 0 with the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
The kick is
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
28, Louisville 16.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit.
To kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Brooks. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Give to Brown. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Shuck. They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Brown. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man, and they convert. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He's going to pass. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Number 9 is in the
And
end
the
zone.
PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
Is good.
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards.
That makes
And the
score
capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
28. Louisville, 23. Returner goes out of bounds.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll throw on third and short. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Mustangs will punt this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your
The
favor.
first down pass was complete on the screen. Tackle is made at the 42.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. Keeps the legs moving. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snags it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Cardinals. They move on top here in the 4th. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Scanning the field, it's Shuck. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away. Touchdown. 28. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
First down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Running with power.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone.
Good enough for a first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Scrambling away. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He makes the connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Touchdown, SMU! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
in the end zone.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7.
36, Louisville, 29.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He'll start this drive firing. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Dropping back, it's Shuck. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pulls it in. It's Turner. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Feeling some heat. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't